matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. Welcome everyone to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad from the American, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Navy's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to scramble. Grabbed behind the line. It's Isaac. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Woodson. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Clayton. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Isaac. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Snagged out of the air. There he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Navy was pinned deep, and now a chance to put together a drive. Run in the red zone. It's Isaac. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Woodson. Buys a little time. Moving toward the end zone. Ball out! Defense has it. They're on the move.
What's the data on that? That's the question. Wasn't.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Gets away from one. He's got space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Soft spot in the middle. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Notre Dame! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Offense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Woodson. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. He'll throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Isaac. Touchdown, Navy! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jumpstarts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Indiana is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply do not see from this program. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 21 to Minnesota. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Well, the offense is trying to go counter, but the defense blows it up, and they do it by getting penetration up the middle, setting up the tackle for loss.
A huge third down here.
The brigade from the Naval Academy letting this offense hear it. Back to throw, it's Carr. Setting up the screen. Makes his way out.
20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The play action fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
What a disappointment. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Here come the Irish back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Flanagan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. To the air, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. They'll ride the hot hand. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give is to Williams. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they're after him. The throw. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Irish. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Navy offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Woodson. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. On the run, it's Isaac. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Navy now facing third and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught in the backfield, it's Isaac. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Handoff from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Navy searching for a fourth down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna try to get it himself. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his... It's incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Carr. With the catch, it's Williams. they make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade, helping this Navy defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He's got an open man. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
Bro, what the fuck was that? How did he get past?
This is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Wants to throw. It's Woodson. Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got room at the 35. What a play there. He's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, midshipman. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, the It's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish back on offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Complete to start this drive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Throws to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Williams. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Right back to the well. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give is to Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And this team
Need more of that. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting it. He'll take a shot. Right.
He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Woodson. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So we open the final period with a third down play. Here's the pressure. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Running back searching for a hole. Makes his man miss. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Everybody and their brother showing blitz with the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Finding an escape route. It's a running room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Navy, after that huge run, might just try to run it right at him again. Back to throw, it's Woodson. Using the quick game. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. So now it's second and long. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Irish. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. James Madison handled his business today. And given what the week was like in Harrisonburg, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Going to sling it on second down. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got it behind the line. It's Hodges. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. Looking downfield, it's Woodson. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Wants to go up top on first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Navy now facing third and short. Looking to throw for it. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense obviously trailing here in the second half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game. But in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
Surging forward on the sneak.
Man, you see this at all levels of football. It's the hardest play to stop. I think everybody's yelling in the stands, QB sneak, QB sneak. It doesn't matter. You know it's coming, but it's so difficult with all those guys, all those bodies to try to stop that quarterback.
Skips away from pressure. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The pocket broke down and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Navy quick to the line. Muscling ahead on third and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
The field goal is no good. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Timeout call by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Let's see what he can do with it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hodges. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. After this, it'll be a wrap. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. They get to him as he throws. Last pass ball.